Greetings, greetings, greetings. ATL, World Wide Web, Internets. Welcome to Barbershop Talking Randomish with your boys, King and Sang. I am Rick Kane. I am in the building. Will Sang is back down in the jungle deep. Salute to him, taking care of us, doing whatever he's supposed to do. But we do have the lovely Starlight is in the building. How you do, ma'am?
I'm good, sir. And yourself?
Oh man, I am here.
That's good. That's good.
I was here. I made it. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
We got family in the building this evening. And we're gonna get to family in 1 second. But hey fellas, I know y'all looking. If whoever looking, it's beautiful in this thing. I like it when Will, thank you for not being here. I love it when you do this to me. You leave me with beauty. Boy, and I love it. And it smells so, boy. Beside that guy back in the back. Minus the guy in the back. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing up in here. Yeah, we got just beautiful women all over the place, minus that guy in the back. We can really look over that guy in the back. Because we can do without that guy in the back. But I'm sorry. Yes, but now we do have family in the building. You see my man Q is back in the building. QTV, he has been here before, and has wonderful things going on, and that's why him and these two lovely young ladies are in the building with us this evening. They got a wonderful event going on, and hey y'all, do what it do. And please introduce you in the barbershop. And this excuse me, I forgot to say all this other stuff. This is Barbershop Talking Randomish. Saying that with good old fashioned barbershop style conversation. In this here barbershop ain't no conversation taboo. We will talk about, I will talk about anything.
Okay.
Anybody, y'all married, single? I need
Both.
Okay.
Everybody.
Hold on. That's how I like it.
Hey! Out.
That's how I like it. What you got going on?
Wait a minute. I would say she's single. Let's clarify. So you was ready to go way out.
Hey!
They
will finna take a whole nother spin. We might have had to come back to what y'all was getting ready to do, cause we were finna talk about some things. Clarity. She said, "Oh, wait,
Start over, rewatch.
And if y'all want to holler at your folks in the barbershop, please holler at 404-603-8770. If you are in your mammy basement, please let her know it's not one of them 99999999999 the numbers. And I also heard the 877 numbers. Hey, it's not one of them. It's toll free. It's on us. You can holler at us at 1-888-926-7562. We ain't got but one rule in this in barbershop. What that rule? That's not like.
Say what you mean what you say. Just don't be mean when you say it.
I'll be willing to accept the consequences.
That sounds good too.
Hey y'all, the shop is open. Youngin, what's good with your boy?
Woke up this morning, man.
That's
I
always
can't
a good
complain.
thing.
Okay.
I can't complain.
All right.
Nah, I mean, shoot, man. It's good to be back. It's good to be here. You know, soaking up some education from y'all folks.
Boy, is that what you call it?
Y'all folks.
Is that what you call it? Boy, we out here doing what we do.
Yeah. How you been, bro?
I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been hot outside.
Hey.
It's been hot as hell outside. And I've been feeling like I've been in a pot of soup for about 5 days. Just simmering. On low.
At least you ain't been moist.
I would prefer to be moist. Can I get some moist? Feeling like somebody.
That's when you get that humidity in.
Dog, it's been humid because of the threat of rain.
Yeah.
So you get a little overcast.
Right.
You get a half a sprinkle.
Yeah.
And it's like, ooh,
but it don't even sprinkle where I'm at. It might sprinkle across the street.
Exactly.
And it feel like somebody just stir them in a pot of soup. About 5 days.
All right, let's look at it on the flip side. I'd rather be hot than in the flood right now.
Right.
Cold.
Right.
Hungry.
Why?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
Let's keep
Yes.
it real.
Hey, I mean,
And I think we're gonna touch on
Yeah, we
that
got to.
when
We got to.
when Miss Lady come in here.
Yeah.
At the top of the hour, we're gonna Miss Lady. It's her show.
Okay.
It's her show. At the top of the hour, we're gonna touch on all that cause
Yeah, that's real life.
them sums of a
Man.
down in that's keep this thing in Nolan. Them sums of
Yeah.
yeah.
That part.
It's
Yeah.
in Houston now.
I mean, but Houston took the last flood. That those
Yeah.
people are below
Yeah.
the flood
Yeah.
lines.
Yeah.
You know?
They've been knowing this.
Yeah.
This. Man, what y'all doing? But we have we're gonna introduce these lovely ladies. They got, like I said earlier, they got a event going on, and they're here to support and shout out the event. Give light to the event. Do what you do.
Okay, well, thank you first of all for having us. Shout out to QTV, our brother, who's
Yes, sir.
actually a part of it and our media partner with the event. On Wednesday, August 21st, out at the Lithonia Amphitheater, we will be doing Flying Down Wednesdays, a special edition. They've recently done it on Friday, so, but a lot of people still want that Wednesday break in the week during the summertime. So we're gonna bring, I'm a publicist and I have an artist from Portland. His name is Ronnie Wright, and he has the Speak experience, and it's just a really nice vibe. Sun, you know, in the evening time with the warm weather, and then it's like neo soul jazz kind of vibe.
Real laid back.
Real laid back, and
Yeah.
vendors, food trucks,
we
and
gonna be
all of that, all of that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
live
yeah,
music,
yeah,
live
yeah,
band, all of that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
All that, all that.
exactly, and it's grown. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
it's grown.
It's
Oh,
real
it's
grown.
grown. Oh,
You know, all that stuff you say. It's
Uh-huh.
grown.
Oh, okay.
Grown.
So both
Whatever-
married and all that.
Whatever you into, right? We grown. We at the park. Come through.
Yes.
And support. And so, like I said, my company, the Acully Factor, has partnered with Lady Kings Consulting, and my Miss Paradise can tell you more about what she does.
I connect people together. I like making people's dreams come true. So whatever it
Hold up,
is,
stop, say that all over again. What's that? Do that all over again, please. I'm gonna look at it this time.
He said, watch yourself now. You heard how he came through the door. So pace yourself. Girl, I gotta watch you. Go ahead.
don't do it all the
Okay, yeah, say that all the same. Don't say that all the way like you said it that time. It caught me all the way off guard.
I am Miss Paradise. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Lady Kings Consulting Firm.
Mm-hmm.
And my job is to make your dreams come true. I put your brand with your brand in other industries and things of that nature. And having my partner here, this publicist, we can take you all over the world. Atlanta is just not the stop. So I'm just here to do my passion.
Now look,
Nice.
he's stuck.
No, see. I was stuck first. I was stuck first.
No. He got this whole little look, he's twisted and turned, and look, he's like, wait.
No.
I was trying to say we done lost legs. What's going
Oh,
on?
well, it'd be a damn shame I just drop off in the middle of
Rip
the
line. That would really be bad.
Yeah. I mean, but we're trying to get ratings, so
Right, whatever you gotta
Might
do.
work. It might work.
Okay, I have, my first question is, and I've always wanted to ask this question, so I'm glad you.
Okay.
What the hell does a publicist do?
A publicist helps get your brand exposure.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but the traditional way would be press releases and different things like that. For
Mhm.
me, I create unique campaigns. So based on whatever your genre is, whatever your industry is, I kind of find unique ways to get you exposure. Like I said, with my client, let's use him for instance. He's from Portland, so he was the #1 in 2018 UK indie soul artist. So with him having that type of brand overseas, now he wanted to bring it back to the States. So what we've done is created these different type of events to break him in different markets. So based on whatever it is you would do, what I would do is find something, because as an independent, a lot of times you don't have the background, you don't have the funding to do like maybe the Bear guys do.
Yeah.
So what I do is based on, we would have conversations and just try to figure out what it is that's unique about you and put you in those places. Like I would never put you in an event to network with other DJs because you're competing against yourself. So I would take you somewhere where you would be the only ones, because the conversation is always going to go back to, well, what do you do? Right?
Mhm.
And then now that you have social media, you have live this and live that, you're not just Atlanta, you're global now. You see what I'm saying? That's how he's able to go. He'll be going over to the UK in September based off the fact that he's gotten a lot of love online from different radio stations and stuff like that. So it's just basically, like I said, for me, I'm not the traditional kind where it's just paper, because I like to deal with indie artists, because not just indie artists, but any business, anybody with a product, talent, or service needs exposure, period. If you don't have exposure, your brand will die. So what I've done is just trying to find different ways to help people build their brands uniquely.
Because and the reason why I ask that is because the only time that we, the common folk, hear of a publicist is when someone does something wrong.
Yep, a spin doctor, exactly.
Yes.
But that's unfortunate, because a lot of people feel like they can't afford one. And the thing of it is that you have to invest in yourself. Like for me, again, I deal with small businesses, independent. So mine is more of a type of thing. We talk about your budget. We talk about what your needs and wants are. There are some that I just do their social media part. And it's important for that, because I'm sure as a lot of you know that you have these supposed A-lister people that they'll have this amazing brand and they'll ruin it with one tweet. So for me, it's my clients, I have to control that, because if somebody says something bad about your show, you're not going to get in your feelings, because I'm handling it. You see what I'm saying? I have this saying that I tell my clients: if you starve it, it'll die. If you feed it, it'll grow. So if you think about that concept, whenever you see something online, if they just keep feeding the negative, that's why it grows. If you don't respond to it, it'll die. Nobody's talking about it. So it's a matter of just understanding what your audience is, what you're trying to do, and making sure that sometimes just be quiet.
I agree.
And ain't that's probably the hardest thing you have to tell your client?
Yeah, well, but see, when you get independent, a lot of times it's not, because by the time they come to me, unfortunately, they've been burned by a situation where they've tried to do it themselves and they're more open to it. But you're right, there are some people, specifically artists, more so than any industry I've ever dealt with, where they're like that. Now, Ronnie's not like that, because again, he's live music. It was more so of the, the younger hip hop ones that think that they have to be signed right now. And I'm like, okay, so you get signed and they put you on the shelf, then what?
Yeah.
So it's again, like you said, it's the ones that want it, that microwave, they want it right now. But if you understand, and if you really try to, when I go into a conversation, I'm always about, it's a process. Yes, there are some times one situation could change your life, and it just depends on how you get there.
Yes.
But if you're not, like you said, if you're not open to somebody saying to you, like, again, I tell them every day, if I send you somewhere, be camera ready, and just think of hot mics, hot lights. When you go in the building, somebody's listening, somebody's taking pictures of you, period. And if you don't go in with that, then I tell them, tell me if you can't go, because see, it's easier for me to call and say, hi, this is Latanya, their publicist. They're not going to be able to make it. Then you go on because somebody stepped on your toe, your face is all crunchy. It's easier. It's easier for me to say, you know what, I'm so sorry, I double booked. I'll take the hit, because it's not about me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The idea is that my client is supposed to be, they love them all day. Even if you said, you know what, I went to this situation before, it was horrible. We still don't want them to know that, I double booked, he's not going to be able to make it, but thank you.
Yes. It was, paradise.
He just smiled when he said
Was I wrong? Can I say something? So how do you go about bringing her to the people, and how do you go about gaining your talent so that you can get them to where they need to be to her, so y'all can build them up?
What I do, I listen. I sit back and listen to what people are looking for, what they want, and if there's something that catch my attention, something that I feel that I can have for them, then my next step, dealing with this publicist over here, is to talk to her. And once I talk to her, I get back with them, and then we start them on their way. The way that we work, it works good together, because we like yin and yang. What she doesn't have, I have.
Yes.
What I doesn't have, she has. So we both cover the industry to make it whole. So the connection, I didn't really realize how many people I really know until I met this young lady right here.
Can I just come? I'm sorry, I just want to jump in, because even with her, when I met her, we were both at a networking event. I was on a panel, and she was supporting a client of hers at the time. And we just passed, had a conversation. And so when she said, I'm going to call you on Monday. Now, usually you meet people, they give you a card, call you on Monday. They don't call you on Monday.
Yeah.
She legit called me Monday. And so we were just talking to each other. And so she mentioned, again, at that point, it wasn't even about his connection. We were just two women in business, figuring out how we can kind of collaborate or whatever. And then she said something to me, and I said, well, how are you monetizing that? And she said, wait, what? I said, you know, all these people, just in this conversation, you have mentioned a lot of people that you know.
Mhm.
How are you monetizing your relationships, using them as leverage? And that was a conversation, and that's how we started, because I said, okay, well, if you know this, me being the business, I'm like, okay, well, I need that person. I haven't dealt in that industry before. That might be cool. And so she said, okay. And I said, but wait, this is what I need. Because I don't want you wasting your time. Time is money.
Yes.
I don't want you to go talking to random people about things that I know that if they don't have the budget, they don't have this. Because before you get to me, there's certain things you have to have. My clients have to have 3 things. Stay camera ready, perfect their craft, pay my invoice. I got everything else.
Say that one more time.
Stay camera ready, perfect their craft, and pay my invoice. I have everything else. I got scheduling. I'm the gatekeeper. You know what I mean? My job at the end of the day is to protect the brand. And sometimes I protect the brand from them. Because like you said, sometimes they get all in their feelings or whatever. So that's when I have to rein them in and say, okay, listen, that's not what we discussed. You know, we had this plan. This is where you're going to go. And if you're not ready for that, then let's step back. I will make the concessions. And so in speaking to her, like I said, we just really talked about a lot of people that she knows. She does. She's really well connected. But she would just always like, oh, I just want to connect this person, that person.
Yeah,
and it was
it was
warm
a
and
passion.
fuzzy. And I'm like, okay, that's great. But at the end of the day, where's your win-win? It has to be a win-win. Me and my clients, if we go into a situation there's no win-win, we don't move. Period.
And it was exciting to see 2 women working together.
Especially,
I mean,
To black women.
That was
Let's
great.
say what it is.
That's what I
Let's
was
say what it
saying.
is.
I was
Two
great to
black
go.
women.
I was going right there.
And,
Yeah.
That's exactly where I was going to go.
and this might be a little personal, but we both are Scorpios. So, you know, we both got, all right.
Q2.
Yes. Scopes in the house, scopes in the house. But, you know, we got all those things going on, but the respect that we have, though.
Mhm.
When you're confident in yourself, you're not in a competition.
Right.
And
Amen.
everybody
Say that
has
one more. Hey, hold on. Say that one more time, please. Because a lot of folk need to hear what you just said.
when you're confident in yourself, there's no hidden competition. That's what brings everything on. Some people don't even know they competing.
Right.
And it's like, what is the issue? What is the problem? You know, but no matter who you are, how you are, just be you. You know, and know that some don't like it and some not.
Amen.
But it is what it is.
So how did y'all get together with my brother Q here? Because I mean, I met Q here. In fact, I met him at this radio station, and from the things that me and him have done together, or I had needed him to do, and he took care of something for someone that we didn't even know, and he jumped right on it. He took care of the people. He's out here in the streets taking care of Cobb County. He's throwing events. He's QTV is up and booming. I'm watching him. I know I don't respond. I know I don't get back to him the way I'm supposed to, but I see my brother. And how did y'all link up?
I met you at an event, like you said, it was Peacocks. I had an artist that was performing at one of the Cobb County events that he was doing, and just liked what, like you said, I just liked what he was doing. I saw the banner for Peacocks, and another thing that I forgot to mention: all my clients have to have a charitable side.
Okay.
That well rounds the brand, because like you said, when there is a hiccup, I can remind them from the PR side that they really love the kids.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
It is what it is. So that's where the spin comes in. I don't have to do a big spin. I just remind them.
Just remind.
So when I saw him at the event, I was like, hey, what is that? We talked a little bit about Peacocks and what he was doing with that. And like I said, I'm always looking for something for my clients, and we just stayed in touch. And whenever he's doing something, I try to be there. And as you see, we're here. So we just are really supportive. And like she said, to go back to it, our birthdays on the same day, which that was really weird.
Yeah.
That was really weird.
Me too.
Me,
It's on
the
the
two of
same
us.
day.
Me and Q. But he is such a giving guy.
Yes.
He is amazing.
Yes.
And I just love the fact that, one, that he came on as a media partner for QTV, but like you said, whenever I couldn't even finish what I need. And he's like, sis, I got you. So whenever I can, do the same for him, we do.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, because it was crazy, because I was calling him asking if he knew somebody who could. Brother, I got you.
Right. Right.
Okay.
That's it. That's all he ever said. Like,
Okay.
He doesn't even know, like, for us, it's the same thing. It's like, well, cute, I'm thinking, he's like, sis, I got it. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. He's like, just tell me what you need. I got it. And with him, you know he does.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like there's some
Exactly.
people in any industry or whatever where you think you gotta follow up and Q's like, sis, no, I got you. What time you want me to be there? What you need? Okay, we gonna go do this. And now what if I add that? And I'm like, oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, he's an amazing brother.
Yes,
And,
yes.
and yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes,
Except for
yes.
he in here now.
We in here together today.
Throwing off what I'm doing, throwing off what I'm doing, you know, all this beauty and everything. Yeah, but yeah, but no,
Yeah,
yeah.
he been real. If I ain't had this, I'd probably been saying the same thing. It's a man thing. You know. It is so.
You don't like to share.
But
What?
No, you
Well, that's a whole nother, we ain't talking. Now, let's get back to this event. How did y'all come up with doing this and getting back to some wind downs and things?
Well, like I said, with my client being the type of artist, the genre he is, neo soul, jazz, and all of that. Like I said, when we were looking for places to do it, Paradise is in that area, and you know we were looking at, because I had gone to see him perform in Portland. Amazing show. So, you know, so I could visualize, okay, if I get him in these different markets, what does it have to look like? And so when we talked about it, we realized that they weren't doing it on Wednesdays anymore. But, you know, you go to Douglasville, you go all these different places, they're still doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, then that's where it needs to be. And even he said it, he's like, okay, look. Well, first of all, I was laughing because I was like, okay, there really are black people in Portland. He was like, yes, sis. I was like, oh, okay, they all came to your show, right? He was like, yeah, pretty much.
All of them.
Right.
All of them.
So when I told
Night
him,
out.
right,
Night out.
right. So I was like, Wednesday, he was like, okay, sis, Portland, we don't, Wednesday, I said, I'm telling you, Wednesday is crazy in Georgia, especially in the summertime.
Yes.
And so that was the thing, and we've gotten a lot of great feedback from it. And like I said, the twist on it is that instead of it just being, you know how a lot of the different things are just like, say you have like this music. Well, like I said, his thing is an experience. It really is. I mean, because it's like the way he infuses other artists that is under him or with him labeled. Just Dion Harrison is here. He's a local guy. He's going to be doing something with him as well. So it's just a whole. He takes you pretty much on a journey of who he is as an artist, and as the music grows, in terms of he puts in modern songs. You know, definitely something that, considering he's not in this market, but when you hear, like, say, for instance, everybody hear Maze, they're going to go crazy. You know what I mean? So he'll take a song that's current to bring it in so that by the time it gets to his original music, you are so far in that you're just like, okay, you know what, whoever this guy is, let's just follow him. So, and I thought that was an amazing thing because I love live music. I love the band and the, you know, cue, all of that. And I think we've gotten away from that sometimes. And I think to come back to, and just, again, we're doing it in August, so, you know, the kids will be starting back to school a little bit, but the parents still in the middle of the week, you know, it's still nice outside, and then under the stars and all that stuff. It's just going to be amazing.
Yes.
So where's the event gonna be again?
Lithonia Amphitheater. Yeah, on the 21st.
You have the address?
2515 Park Drive.
25.
Park Drive. So, and what we wanted to do too, tickets are on sale. And if you follow either QTV, Lady Kings, or the O'Kelly Factor, we'll definitely make sure that you guys have the information. Tickets are online. You can buy them online. But we also wanted to, since, you know, Q is family and all of that, we are wanting to give your listeners, you know, we have a couple of tickets. So I don't know how you guys want to do it between now and the 21st. But we do have a couple of tickets for you guys to have your listeners come out and join us. And we'd love to have you guys because it's really going to be a great event. And again, not to take away from anything that's already being done. It's just really cool, again, to have somebody different. You know what I mean? The music is amazing, but I'm just saying, somebody, you know, what I've learned, even when I talk about my clients, like they come, I have Portland, Miami, all over, and the first thing I do is take them out of their home market. Because sometimes, if we keep saying, you're like, oh, well, you know, you can catch so-and-so, they're going to be what we see them all the time. But when you move them, and with social media and all the other things, it's like, wow, it gives everything legs. It makes, my job is basically to make the brand bigger than life. So that's what we're doing, is we're creating, and that's the thing, it's like, for me, if there's something that my client needs, like I said, I've been wanting to break him in this market. So if there's not something that is going to fit him in terms of another situation, whether it's a show or something, we create it.
So
and when you have great partners, it's not hard to do.
would this be his first performance here?
Yes.
Can
Yes.
I add something to that?
Go ahead.
By this being this first performance here, this is the A.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm the Grady baby. So, saying that to say, when Miss O'Kelly brought that here, I said, oh, we got to throw down in the A.
Mhm.
You know, you got somebody coming here, you know, want to be in our city.
Exactly.
Let's not give him a homewarming. This used to be the loving city. Yeah,
Yes.
when people come together and invite
Exactly.
people
Yes,
in.
yes, yes.
And then on top of that, being on the east side, sometimes it's kind of hard to get downtown on the other side of
Yeah.
town or whatever
Yeah.
to be able to enjoy the same thing everybody else enjoys.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So for me, it was bringing it back to our side. The community needed too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Some things are very expensive, or sometimes it's not the expense, it's getting there.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when you know that you can go right down the street a mile away, 2 miles away, 5 miles away, that's better than having to go and deal with the whole Atlanta traffic.
Exactly.
Lord have
You
mercy.
know,
Jesus,
and
let us pray.
I know,
Let us pray.
you know,
Right.
you
Don't let
almost
it
have
rain.
to
Oh,
do
exactly.
Don't let it rain.
you know.
And
So,
construction.
Right.
There
All
you
of
go.
that. All of
so
that.
Yeah.
you know, I'm asking
Mhm.
that Atlanta come together and show this man some love. Come
Yes.
out and support. That's what we say we do.
Yes, indeed.
Let's do this.
Where can we find his music? And second question is, do y'all have any of his music?
I do have some of his music on the phone. I didn't know if this, I knew we talked, but I didn't know if we have music here. But I will definitely give you some so you can play it. He's on all streaming platforms. It's Ronnie Wright, RonnieWright. I'll give you some music to play or whatever. Again, his bespeakmusic.net is his website.
Speak.
Bespeak.
Beat Speak.
Yes, BESPEAK music.net.
BeSpeakMusic.net, and his name is Ronnie
Ronnie Wright.
Wright. We hopefully I have some music for the end of the show. For the end of the show, I will play some of his music so y'all can hear
Thank
this
you.
man.
Thank you.
Please give us to it because we're getting ready to go to break, and give us your everything, everything one more time before we get up out of here.
You can find me at the O'Kelly Factor. That's TheOkelly, F as in Frank, ACTOR, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of that.
Okay.
You can tell she a publicist.
Yes, indeed. Own it. Own it. Own
Now,
it.
let's see what you do, ma'am.
Okay.
Get them.
It's simple. You can find me at Lady King's Consulting Firm LLC on Facebook, IG as she say, because she takes care of all that stuff for me. But look us up, and I think our favorite thing is we got you.
Gotcha.
That's our slogan. We got you. No matter what you need, we got you.
Okay.
Don't forget QT.
Q.
Yes.
Look at that,
Tell them
sis.
Q.
Q.
Tell them Q.
Tell them what you're doing, what you got going, man.
Hey, what's going on, world? Appreciate your love, homie.
Hey, always.
Most definitely, man. And the queens here. Teamwork make the dream work. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Hey, it's
right.
QTV Multimedia on Instagram and Facebook. That's QUE TV Multimedia. Yeah.
They've been friends longer.
Actually, so you got with back to school coming up. You got this thing going.
I actually do, man. It's in the planning right now. I'm already starting to get school supplies in. I still have some in the garage and stuff like that. So please give me a call. Maybe we can put that together.
Yes,
I
sir.
haven't set a date or got a venue yet, but we can do
Okay.
that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all.
We do.
Thank you
definitely
guys.
appreciate
Thank
y'all.
you so much for
so
having
much
us.
for
Hey,
having
no,
us.
thank
you,
y'all.
sir.
And when is the event? One more time. When is it?
Wednesday,
August
August
the
21st
21st.
at 7 p.m. Show starts at 7 p.m. Gates open at 5.
Okay. So the show starts at
7.
So the show starts at 6.
6, right.
Yeah.
Gates
You
open at
forgot.
4:30.
That's
Show starts at
Gates
6.
open at 4:30.
CPT.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
Gates
the
open at
votes are open at
4:30.
five.
Right. Yeah, let's do that.
So
See,
you
you know.
care
See,
about the
Hey,
time.
I know us.
We got our professional forgot.
And also,
That's what I'm
like you
here
said,
for.
school will be back.
Exactly,
in.
yeah,
People
exactly.
gotta get out. So you
Exactly.
for that traffic,
Exactly.
the gates are opening early for a reason.
Exactly.
So
And
y'all
we
can
got
be there
entertainment the
on
whole
time.
thing.
Right.
Please
Food,
do.
everything. So,
Everything.
Nice.
Have fun. Prepare to have fun.
All right. All
Prepare
right.
to relax. How about that?
Nice.
Well, I
Yes.
thank y'all for stopping through the barbershop. Y'all,
Thank you.
y'all can come back through the barbershop anytime. Our doors always open whenever
Thank
we
you.
open. So come on in and please holler at your folks.
Love to come back to the barbershop.
Please do, please do, please do. I would love
Let's
to have
talk
you.
about
Yes. Talk about all the
Oh,
all
Hey, she's like, okay, we
We
need to
can
get
talk
that.
about
Look.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lady Kings cover a lot of things.
And Rick Kane does
She's like,
too.
no.
Rick Kane does too. Hey y'all, thank y'all for joining us in the barbershop. We're gonna take a quick break. Y'all know what time it is. We're gonna get a little music going on. If y'all wanna holler at your folk, please holler at us 404-603-8770. If you're in your mammoth basement, please let her know it's a toll-free call, 1-888-926-7526. We will be right back.
Thank you.
So, what's the date?
August 21st.
No, on your birthday.
Oh, the 18th, November
Oh,
18th.
we need to get a quick. We need to get a quick picture. We need to get a quick picture. We need to get a quick picture.
And you said Grady, baby.
Yeah, great baby. Oh,
Good, good,
69.
That was right before my mom died. My mom
Good.
was the first black nurse in white.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, we gotta get a picture with her.
Yeah. We got to get a quick picture then. Oh, it's like.
Started in 71.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because got another hour to go.
No, I'm sorry. It was 79. Because she realized, like, she went through her whole program.
Oh.
That's what's up. Hello, sis.
Okay.
Great.
Wait,
Yes, baby.
All right, next time.
Take a picture and then I'll get on the music.
Yeah, ready?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I get him to.
I ain't gonna lie, this
Just
joint
reach across
dirty,
it.
bro.
Okay, what kid? Yeah. If you have to put something else on, we gonna take it. Just
I was getting nervous. I was watching videos while I was at my grandma's. I was like, let me stop this.
Yeah.
I was like, some of these helpful, but then I was like, all right, some of y'all scaring me.
Where you boot camp at?
Fort Living, in Missouri.
You going at the right time. It's not cold. How long you last?
No, but somebody else shipped out with me too.
you got the right one, baby.
You falling in that nigga.
No, I'm trying to my job. Go take my ass down.
You gonna take it? What you scoring?
45?
Out of what? What's the high?
No, I don't know.
I did all. I took mine. I qualified for all average jobs.
Talking Reggie is TALKN.
Those niggas sit my shit. So you back?
Nothing in my grandma's home.
Oh, you came up today.
Okay, I'll send it. Okay, I'll send it.
The AC good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the guy down there, he actually had like the same price. So I talked to him and I was like,
Matter of fact, we took the temporary one back yesterday.
She emailed
Oh,
us.
somewhere.
Maybe we can get it before the end of the show.
Yeah, it was like, since he had the same prices, and if something went wrong with it, the guy who installed it would be down there instead of me.
It was not hot.
Having to wait till the weekend.
I'll get no cup. Rudeness.
Hey, my brother,
They
thank
gonna bring the
y'all.
baby back.
Come on,
I
come
was
on.
bringing David, she ain't had no damn hair work done.
You gotta do better than that, sir.
Black man.
Hey man, what's going on, brother?
You heard it? Yeah.
It's not my birthday today.
That one go.
He alright with me. I don't care what
Hey, man, you
the
know,
board say about
you
you.
doing a little something, you know. Huh?
Well, there was a lot of folks who did it.
Yeah, that went from no AC to too much AC.
Too much damn AC.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let the white man do it.
They have not put it on.
Y'all pay the white
Did I
man.
check these? Hey, I made sure I thought, oh, it'll be in a bag. It'll be definitely.
Brother man come through, you
Yes,
want a penny pinch. White man come through, yeah, more cheese, you want a tip boss?
Everybody.
Man, come on around there, man. Come on in there.
Yes, what, sisters?
It's celebrating Miss Lady.
Yeah, tell them about it, Lord.
Vanilla or chocolate?
I ain't answering that damn question. Fuck that.
No, for real, man. Play a little song.
You not getting me.
I was that ass serious that time.
I might.
My mind don't stay always in the gutter, man. I was that serious.
99.9%.
Y'all just think I'm a y'all just think I'm Horace?
Try to get me.
Yes.
Well,
That nigga
Oh.
we got food is late too. So.
I was that ass serious that time.
Yeah, alright.
Chocolate or vanilla. I was that
I
serious.
might just put that in. Put that
Oh, you,
put that back there. I go grab one.
you lick your own?
No, boy.
You good to drink? ASAP Rocky. Locked up.
Is that Rocky?
What did he do?
Got into a fight.
Oh,
See?
okay. Yeah,
He's
okay.
bad for you.
That's one thing Americans have to understand. They don't care what you look like. You Americans don't buy.
He made a
Go be
statement.
over there.
This your show, Sean. So it's on you.
You still have to introduce it and all that.
I'm supposed to. This is your show.
Because it's your
That
show.
means you supposed to.
Well, I didn't know your introduction by
Oh
heart.
shit, me either.
Yeah.
You think I do?
Yeah,
You think I know it?
it's never the same. He just gets the name right. That's about it.
You don't want to see me
Ready?
It's it. You the boss.
Ready?
Welcome black to Barbershop Talking Around the Mix with your boy Rick Kane.
And
Will
the
Sane.
Starlight. Will Sane ain't here, so you don't get. We got people to talk about.
Will Sane is
He's
those
doing
two.
his
Hey,
job.
he
Doing
actually
his
what?
job.
Hey, what up, Will?
He is doing his
I
job.
seen you. But tonight's show ain't ours. It's jazz.
It's just jazz on the radio.
Oh, excuse me.
That's my
It's
radio name.
just jazz. The show is yours, man. Do what you do. Actually, we here today. Let's make it this. We celebrate Miss Jazz. It's just jazz. Today is our last day with us.
Even us. Don't leave me with him.
Yeah, she's this is her last day with
You
us,
wasn't here with him beforehand. So.
and we here to celebrate her time with us, man. 'Cause we had a good time. She a bully. We found out she was a bully.
Whoa. Whoa, wait a minute. I'm a bully. You were here to
Hold on.
witness. You were here to witness what happened.
She's a buddy.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
a
you.
bully. No, she stands up for herself.
No,
Thank
buddy.
you. There's a difference between being not
There's
a
a
bully.
you're right. There's a difference.
There's a difference.
You're right. There's a
I
difference.
wasn't the person, shouting over people,
I know, right?
putting words in their
No,
mouth,
you're not putting words.
standing up and walking out
Don't
the
stand up.
room.
Don't stand up. And
that
don't walk
wasn't
out.
me.
I
I
don't
was
recall
calm
that
and
one.
collected
Very
and
much
sitting
so.
in my seat.
Very much
That's
so.
what I was doing.
Mhm.
And
You know we got it on tape, right?
Okay, pull the tape.
I can pull it. I would definitely pull the
She
tape.
said pull all receipts.
I will pull it.
She is okay with that.
I ain't scared. But yeah, we like I said, tonight was her last night. She finna go become a GI, government issue.
Is that what that stood for?
Yeah. It took me probably getting out to figure out what it did. Yeah.
I just learned to know.
Yeah, it took me almost getting out to figure out. Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. We are the property of the government. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And they mean it literally.
In them
Yes.
days.
Yes, sir.
To get a tattoo, you gotta run a check. If you come to work with a tattoo, you defacing government property.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And you will be charged with
Yeah.
defacing government property. So, where you headed, man?
Missouri, Fort Leonard, in the woods.
Okay, well, yeah. Missouri. Yeah.
It's like 2 hours away from St. Louis. No, it's 3 hours away from St. Louis.
St. Louis.
And
With
then
your
what's,
folks. You ain't gotta go see your people.
I know, I'm just
Okay,
saying, like,
well,
the major cities.
Yeah.
And then, like, where's University of Missouri State or whatever, the college town?
Mm.
What's the name of that place? Springfield or something like that?
Sure.
Good quote.
Sounds right.
Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
2 hours away from there.
Okay.
So it's in the middle of nowhere.
Okay. So how long is your boot camp?
9 weeks.
No, we.
Okay.
So hopefully it'll go about week.
In which branch?
Army.
Boot camp for me after the first
2 weeks.
it was a piece of cake.
That's what everybody keeps saying.
Yeah.
I've heard it's just all the yelling. You're not used to it. And they just be mean and all that.
Well, see,
Well, you dealt with him, so you should be okay.
Well, you know,
y'all
I
act like
can
y'all
talk
don't know
back
her
to
daddy.
him.
Y'all act like y'all don't know her daddy.
daddy.
Y'all act like y'all don't know her daddy. Y'all keep talking about me. But yeah, boot camp. But see, to me, I think I had an advantage because I went in older. I went in at 26, so I already had life. You've already had some life, so I think it's
What life?
You've been to school. You've graduated college.
Yeah.
You worked in the
lived
real
a
world.
little bit.
Yeah, you had some life, some life experiences. Yeah, I mean, I guarantee you, when you look at the 17 to 18-year-olds,
Yeah.
That's in there.
that
Yeah, that's gonna go in
Yeah.
there with you.
you gonna be like, oh, because you have some life, and you probably gonna become Miss. They're gonna look up to
Miss
you.
Ross.
Yeah.
I don't even go by Miss Ross with my part-time
Yeah.
job.
Hey. So, but yeah, that, and I think that was one of the things that helped me in boot camp because I went in at 26. I was grown when I went in, so it was like like I said, after the first 2 weeks, after that first whatever that first paycheck was,
Nothing.
but it was like things kind of changed. Like our RDC, what they call it? They were RDC?
RDs.
Yeah, RDs, they kind of let up on you a little bit because, and I tell anybody, the quickest, what all they trying to do
Just
is
break you
break you down
down.
to break you back up.
Yeah.
Yes. They want y'all to be, the quickest y'all can come together
And be
as a team, that's when things
You
get easy.
sound like the recruiter today from the office. He was like, that's literally what it is.
I mean,
You gonna come back to your barracks, you probably go to chow. You gonna come back to your barracks, your whole barracks is gonna be clothes everywhere. They call it a tornado. Where they just take everybody's clothes and throw it everywhere just to see how you react to it.
I was gonna be putting them early morning get ups, getting y'all up early to see how y'all handle stress. Stressful, as much stress as they can give you, that's what they do. They trying to give it to you. And speaking of the drill sergeant, speaking of stress and drill sergeant and yes sir, the things they gonna prepare you. Come on in here, man.
Papa Bear.
Papa,
What's up?
what's good, man?
Shit, I'm good.
Say hello.
What's going on?
Yeah,
It's been a minute. Been a minute.
Yeah, you can't be all them.
Oh, you I thought because you
No.
after
Right now,
Yeah.
it's
Oh.
No, yeah, we still.
Dude.
Here you go, boss. This
Yeah,
you
go right
and
ahead.
her. I just chime
I
in.
don't share mics.
No.
That's it.
Y'all fucking the non-sharing
Oh.
over there. That's the non-sharing corner.
What's good?
Well, the handsome fella that just walked in,
Papa Bear.
Him the daddy.
him daddy. This is Jazz Daddy. This just Jazz.
No,
Is it-
it's just jazz.
Oh,
no
just
jazz,
jazz.
none of that.
Just Jazz Pops just walked in the building.
Him the pappy.
Papa Bell, what's good with your
What's
boy?
going on, man? What's going on, folks?
Well, cause you gotta come to the mic. You gotta.
What's going on? What's going on? It's been a while. I ain't been up in a minute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I like
Hey,
this one.
oh, so you just grabbed all the? You just
Y'all
come
gonna
in and
let the
grab? You
people
were gonna let her?
be eating?
You ain't gonna let her get the first one?
I mean, it don't matter.
It don't matter. Well, let's do it. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. But
At
no.
this point.
Yes, sir. But
What's up? What y'all talking about?
I mean, we
Your
just
daughter.
actually
Boot
boot
camp.
camp. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's how we all met.
In fact, this is how we met. All of us met military. So yeah.
Not boot. Not boot camp.
I mean,
Y'all was at a relax.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't in the real military. Y'all was relaxing.
Who?
You, when I met you, you was on NS Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
You wasn't on no boat. You wasn't
No.
backpacking.
But I had to live that. I came from the boat.
No.
I came from the boat.
No, you ain't come from no
I
damn
did.
boat.
You just
I
said
came
you
from
were
the
doing
boat.
admin job.
Yeah, you ain't
I came from the boat.
no, you just came from.
So when I
You
came
were
from NAS, I came from FFG.
He
Oh.
was pushing paperwork.
Yeah.
Right.
You didn't.
I had been in the real military.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, them ain't did no real military.
I was like, he just told me outside. You know, I
that
thought
guy,
about
yeah, that guy ain't did no. No.
Like, I made sure they paperwork. was
Yeah.
right. He was like,
Yeah.
here, there you go.
Yeah, he-
Yeah, I was backpacking and you were chilling
Yeah.
in Nikes.
Yes, sir. The whole time we was in the
I got
military,
bad foots.
Hmm?
we had the freshest Nikes.
My foots are bad.
That's just
You're gonna get all black to match your uniform.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Make
sir.
it better.
Yes, sir. But yeah, that's how we met. Yes, sir. But no, Ross, I did for real Navy.
Yeah, I give you credit because I definitely know you was on the FFG.
Yes, sir. FFG 14, good ship side. Yes, sir.
I was on the JFK.
You
For what, 2 weeks?
That was a bit.
Man, y'all
And all of them
was
come back and try to after you just told me you were doing admin. He was taking pictures. Hold on, wait a minute.
2
That's
weeks
what
on
I
the
wanted
ship
to
is
do.
equivalent to
No,
a month
that's
on land.
No, he went out there 2 weeks. It's in him.
Yeah, just a trial.
Yeah.
That's a trial
You
period.
try out the military now?
No, what they do, they have either sea trials or they have to do something was it TTED for you?
No, sir.
What was it?
Let me clarify for
Please
the
do.
people of Atlanta metro area.
Uh-huh.
Soon we're gonna be syndicated, but as of for right now, just the Atlanta metro area. At the 9/11,
Hell no, you went in there.
we went out there at the 9/11.
No.
Who's the hell?
You gotta follow the guy.
Man, you did not
Yeah.
go
Rick.
on the boat after 9/11.
Yes, we did.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Yes, we
Yes, it
did.
did.
And did what?
They took a ship from
Took- and turned around and came back?
They took a ship from somewhere to Hawaii.
No, we went to.
Where you went?
Hawaii.
Wait, can you say where you went?
they
You say I'll bail you out. You say I'll bail
went
you
to
out.
Hawaii, man. They went to Hawaii.
We're from Virginia, down around South America, to San Diego.
And make sure you talk to the mic.
The whole tip, or y'all went through the Panama?
No, he went through
No, we went all the way
They went
around.
all the way around.
That's a long trip.
That's a long trip.
See, when
To
you
do
when,
nothing?
when you was doing that,
At the 9/11.
you weren't doing nothing.
Right at the 9/11.
You
see,
weren't doing
that's-
anything.
That's the response you're supposed to get as a
pass
civilian.
me a-
Okay, but when you're out there
Uh-huh.
and
Who in South America was mad at us?
No,
And the-
no, babe. No. See,
Who you
Talking to Mike.
getting
Make sure y'all talking to
yourself into, we get it. You was chilling doing your
I'm
admin
trying
work.
to get you to explain it to the
You don't have
regular
to.
civilians.
And the
There's
person
no
that-
they can
to
understand
explain
it.
you won't get it.
He
Cause
was
they
a
gonna be
secretary.
confused.
You
He
won't
was
get it.
doing a 9 to 5.
There's no 9 to 5 on the ship.
Okay.
Well, he had battle stations every now and then, probably.
Yes,
And
they had to do a
have to-
GQ. He had to go to GQ one time. Had to don his
But when I tell you, when
what?
Yeah.
I'm
Suck your
sorry.
mic.
Yeah.
When 9/11 happened, I remember being in bed, just came off a 12-hour shift. Them jokers called me and say, "Y'all got to get back to the base." I was NAS police then.
Oh.
2 months later, they said Mag 142 need a supply clerk with a TS clearance.
Mm.
I look around, me and you remember Rogers? No, Brian Rowe.
Yeah.
We the only two that had TS clearances. He didn't go.
Yeah.
Backpack up, Ross.
Yes, sir.
Rope.
Yeah.
He was a cop.
Corsman.
Nah, Rowe.
He played. Yeah, he played.
His
as a
last
cop.
name
A 31 Bravo?
Brian.
He played as a cop, but he wasn't really a cop because he was doing peace.
Cause
Slash
me and
peacetime.
Suge was the only 3 supply clerks that was on security force.
No, that's cute. He was a clerk.
Who?
He was a clerk.
Logistics. What do you call it? So logistics specialist
Well, hey,
now.
Yeah.
That's my job.
But
Follow
you
me.
can't do nothing without him.
Hey,
You
whatever.
can't do nothing
Can't
without
do
Keeps
him.
you
nothing.
alive the best. You know.
You can't do nothing without him.
Yes, sir.
Saying.
Yes, sir.
Whatever makes sure you come back to us, go for it.
Hey man, hey man, we had a good time up until that day. Things was beautiful up until that day.
To 9/11.
To 9/11. dog.
Right.
Regular 8 to 5.
Yeah.
Hey, dog.
I think that's when we
Regular.
parted ways. I think that's when you probably had to get out shortly after.
I got out in 2003.
Yeah.
I got him out too.
And I was still riding.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I rode until 2011.
Yes, sir, boy.
No, 2007. 2007.
he was not in the military in 2011. I was in high school.
Well, he couldn't get it. He
Stop
was,
ruining
well,
the
for a
story.
while, he couldn't get out because them regular knees.
Yeah, they
He done
helped.
tore up all his knees. Man, every time he went to the basketball court, he went to surgery.
You over there chocolate. Let's not forget you at the court.
He left on stretches.
Yes, sir.
Well, hey, whatever you can get
I
to
was-
pay for.
I was the man, though, right? You can count on it.
Mm. But that's all. That's all. That's all. But
Okay.
Just Jazz, this is your show. So what we talking about this evening?
I have A$AP Rocky being locked up in jail. I have Rihanna apparently doing cultural appropriation. Then I have a Detroit Music Festival charging white people more to go.
That
to
was
the
funny.
concert.
That was funny. That was funny.
It was funny, but it was like, dang, that's wrong for
They
that.
do that here.
Oh.
They charge on African American nights. They charge more to park and more to get in than they do on a Caucasian night.
But that is
That's,
the way the article was written up and the way the information was brought to the media's attention was definitely the funny part of it.
The whole point of
Because it
them
was just
doing
like-
this was they were saying because it's called the Afrofuturistic Festival, so
Yeah.
that's like black nerds, like the Black Lens. So think of Black Panther.
Yeah.
So they're saying this festival takes place in a predominantly black neighborhood, yet it's always white people who come to the concerts, and that's because they're always buying out the tickets, and then when they buy the tickets, they resell them for a higher price,
Yeah.
and the black people cannot afford them. That was the
Yeah,
whole
so
logic
they were
behind it.
they were making them go ahead and just pay more anyway because they knew that's what they was. They was like, okay, so we gonna go ahead and try to get the money y'all trying to get.
so they were charging black folk $10.
It was early bird special was like $10, and then
Yeah.
like the white people had to pay $20. But if
Yeah.
you got like general admission, it was $20 for black people, and then white people was 40. I think.
Yeah, they were charging basically club prices.
So is that racist?
for it.
Nah,
No, that's a
That's
business
That's
move.
economic.
That's a
economic.
business move.
I mean, cause you know they got called every racist.
Nah, I don't think it's racist. It's
It-
economics.
I mean,
It's a business-
everything
it's
is
a
in the eyes of
business
the
move.
beholder.
Yeah.
Like beauty. Anything is in the eyes of the beholder. So some people say it's racist. Some say it was economical. It just
I
depends
just
on
didn't
your
know
life.
people go to Detroit music festival.
It's well that type of festival is also there's like a version of it held in a New York. It's either.
But I would expect the music festival to be in
But no, I'm saying that one they travel to like certain northeast and midwest black meccas because it is like it is your your Afrocentric nerd, but also your Afrocentric woke type of if aliens were also of like no, I'm just saying like like
We
it's
going
almost
to
like
sleep.
okay we gonna mix the alien culture with the nerd culture with the we're woke in about our everything, so it's like it's interesting. The fashion of it is weird. Like, okay, y'all do a lot, but I thought it was funny.
I don't think you talking about like those type of festivals are weird.
No, I'm saying the fashion that people wear. They're just like
I probably wouldn't think it's weird. I probably have to see it.
that's what I seen like a picture of some from one like a year.
Because
or
I
so
think
ago, and I was like, this is interesting.
Coachella, I think that fashion is weird.
It is. Almost all of the out there subculture festivals that have a look, they're all kind of under the weird umbrella.
I mean, but they put they put clothes on anything and call it fashion. Anything.
Art.
Yes. Anything.
Art.
Yes.
It
Yes.
is.
And when they can call it art and somebody, yeah.
He's like, you know what? Do what you do. Do what you do.
Huh.
Whatever works for you.
That lie y'all been letting Kanye run with.
No.
Yeezys are nice.
No, they're not.
The
Yes, they
clothes.
are.
No, they're not.
The
And
shoes
then,
are nice.
and then he dressed and then
The clothing line is ugly, but the shoes fine.
So if you was put Skechers on that same
People
Yeezy,
still are wearing Skechers now. That's become popular. I don't
Yeah.
understand that. Like
And I
the
mean-
bulky shoe that we was talking about. Those
man, them the ugly.
No.
Hey,
Yeah,
them,
no,
them
but
things
no,
terrible.
but to
What,
your-
what they call the boot?
To what you're saying, though.
What's the
Balenciagas, that,
yes.
Yeah.
the ones that look like socks are cute.
Man.
not
But
the
no,
boots.
to your
Them
to
some
your
look like
to what you're
orthopedic
saying
shoes.
though, the style of Yeezy, the
Like
style of
this
the
is
shoe.
like the.
I have I bought a shoes like completely off brand, but it's in that same style, and that style is nice. And there's other brands that make it, they're using just that model. It's the same way when you get a
Yeah.
car
Those ones
that's
are fine.
made.
The ones that look like this.
But see, the problem, those look like another brand, another Adidas something.
That's what they're
Yeah,
all.
they
They
look. Yeah,
are.
they
That's
they
what they
look
are.
just yeah.
It's
But he's
Adidas made a
with
blanket,
Adidas.
and then
Yeah.
he put his name on a section, and then they also sell just their overall look to other
Because-
companies, and then they're just like, okay, you could just sell the template.
The first
it.
Yeezys, he used to be with Nike.
Yeah,
A lot of people like
yeah.
those too, but I don't like those ones that he had
Those
with
weren't
Nike.
the Adidas ones they do look better. The
Man, he
Adidas
had some
ones do
shoes that look
better.
like some that they were wearing.
Talking
in,
about boots.
Yeah, them things look like it.
They look like comeback boots. to me.
Yes,
They
and
do.
then he had some that looked like Ewok was wearing. Man, come on, man.
He's interesting. He's one of the people that he gets a thought, and
And
there's
then he
way
just
too many
rants.
people. There's way too many people that will not say no, and so they just run with whatever thought he puts out there. And it's like it's okay to tell
Kanye
some
think he's
people
smarter
no.
than every damn body.
Well, you gotta look at the social media. Me and my wife talked about this earlier.
Oh, you married?
Yes,
Oh.
sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
You have Instagram where you're actually following people.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't follow nobody just from because we were talking about Kawhi Leonard. Like, he just only followed 4 people, and I said he's a rare breed because he only followed 4 people. And she was like, well, you have a Facebook account. I was like, yeah, but those people are friends, like from they're lifelong friends. They know me by each name. You know what I'm saying? So I know them. Like Instagram, you're following somebody. Like I just have something wrong.
My
I find something
followers-
wrong with that.
Everybody I follow is usually from Tuskegee, and then of course I follow like Drake. But I just don't follow random people. Well, if your pictures are nice, I will. But then again, I don't use Instagram like that. I'm more of a Twitter person, so.
well, see, I use social media all wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, like I say, I'm old, so I'm a Facebook guy too.
Yeah.
So, and all the people I follow on Facebook are.
I know.
Yeah, I know. I guarantee.
It's like,
I know
them.
them.
Or
This
we
is
got
gonna-
to know each other somehow. Like we cross paths, but like for me, Instagram, I started mainly because of the show. I had to
I've never
get on there, and I was
Facebook.
like,
I had to make a Facebook for my internship, but prior to that, I have never used Facebook. Had no desire, none of that.
I mean, but no,
it
most
was
of y'all
it was out of
style.
by
You
the
gonna
time
say
y'all
out of
got
style?
here.
Yeah. It was
But,
way out.
But like for me, my Instagram is occasionally I'll put up stuff for my jewelry that I sell occasionally, but I follow dog pages and comedy
like that.
pages because it's like these are things like, and most of the comedy people I follow, I know it'll be a while before I actually get to their show. So I'm like, okay, let me see what clips you got out because I'm working on the money to actually go to your show in live, in person and everything. So it's like right now, okay, I can't make it to your show, but I can giggle and laugh for a couple of minutes.
See,
and
that's
then
why
the
she
dog-
can't do Twitter. Twitter is really sad. Facebook is for the elderly. Instagram is always copying Twitter. That's where you see all your funny content. It comes
Yeah.
from Twitter, but
Oh, no,
Twitter is
I
where
know.
it's at.
I mean, I was trying to find porn on Twitter. They say the
Oh
porn
my
on
gosh,
Twitter.
it's all down my
Yeah,
timeline.
they say the porn on Twitter.
They
is
start
fine.
early in the morning.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you have to
I don't
know,
And then I have to
and
mute
follow the right people.
Right.
Did you wake up over there, youngin? Did you hear something?
Virgin ears. It is.
But no, see, the only reason I even have the rest of them pages is because of the show.
Exactly.
Well, you
And
have
I
to be
suck.
there. You have to have
No,
it.
but see, I suck at it though. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's why he told me to do it. And I was like, but I'm
My
not that
social-
great either.
The social media should be booming, but I suck at it. I don't post.
That's how you brand.
I know, but hey,
SEO specialist,
Just
search
jazz.
engine optimization, that's like the new thing. That's up there with marketing. Like they're paying people to do that.
who,
It is.
what that is?
Search
Basically,
engine optimization. So
yeah.
that's when you go into Google and you type in the words and stuff. People sit behind and figure out like the keywords to put into your
To put it-
website
yeah.
and all that. So they'll have click rates.
It's the big brother that occasionally be like, I was just thinking
Control.
about this. Why am I now seeing this? And so it's like,
Control.
oh yay, Big Brother's listening.
Algorithm.
Just Jazz. Can you read what ASAP Rocky had said in the interview?
Oh,
Oh no,
That
no,
was-
no, hold on. We gonna go over the break. We gonna come back and get on that ASAP Rocket because we gonna get back and go. We gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we gonna touch on that ASAP Rocket whole thing. Please join us in the barbershop 404-603-8770 if you're in your mama basement 1-888-926-7562. Come on back. We will be right black.
What's going on with ASAP Rocky?
he got and he
Did he do it?
Beat up some white people.
No.
No,
Did
it
he do
doesn't
it?
matter who
Yes, he
he
did.
was.
Yes, he
It
did.
doesn't matter
They was
who he
harassing-
They was
beat up.
harassing him,
Okay, well.
and he begged them.
To stop.
But
Yeah.
if I don't touch you, that's what they do.
Yeah.
If I don't touch you,
Yeah.
if you
And
take it
then
to another
You're
level,
American. They're gonna keep you locked up anyway until they hear from
They
you.
try.
You
They
ever
trying to.
get-
They definitely trying to make an example
Yeah.
out of him.
It's like,
they say
He in
that.
Sweden? That's
Sweden.
that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I heard. I did hear about this.
Yeah, that man an apple.
sorry.
But I
she
heard
won't be
now.
there.
I heard two different stories.
But I heard their living conditions in jail.
Better than
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
they're
hotel.
amazing.
It's like hotel stay. So you hearing conflicting, but I think, but I also heard like the first 2 weeks that you're in jail. Yes, it's
They-
inhumane.
Well, they said
Yeah.
his first 4 days, he only had 8
Yeah.
apples.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, they do that to all of their people.
Yeah,
They
they- yeah,
break
but
you once you get
they
in.
trying to get it
But
out.
if you have to stay,
This
then
is your
they
phone?
kind of make it,
Yeah.
you know.
Yes.
What
Dirty.
this is ancient.
No, he gets the job done. What-
It's cracking.
No, that's
You got
that's,
some
that's
cuts on
not
your fingers?
that's not the
Oh,
glass.
it's just screen
Yeah,
protector.
the screen protector.
Well, it's still ancient.
That ain't. What you got, an iPhone? So you gonna wait for them to send sound
This is
waves?
8.
You gonna wait for them to send sound waves and mess that one up and then make you buy a new one like they did
My phone
before?
has never broke. I just upgrade when I want to upgrade. I don't have those problems. My pictures are still nice. I know
You don't keep
it's
it
right
long
here.
enough. You
I
don't
keep
it
my
long
phone.
So make it not as much as
That's when
yours.
you usually upgrade.
enough. It ain't long enough. What is that?
What's her
Oh, she asked was the cupcakes moist.
Did you So what happened in that damn game, man? They so good.
I can't.
When I tell you-
That's what they
When I seen
want.
that lineup, I was like, that's not a good lineup.
When I tell you, they had some. This one dude hit the ball so hard. Like I said, they went to the other field. And the center field at the other field threw the ball back to our field. Another dude smacked the home run. And it just kept going to the left. And then went foul. But when I say if it hit it straight, he probably hit it out center field, man. It kept going. Another dude hit the ball so hard, it was flat on one side when he came back in.
Y'all got some players?
No.
No, Carter Center. We still should make the playoffs.
Everybody We
Well,
should be good in the playoffs.
We should go to the second round. I think we went to the second round last year.
We should do some more than playoffs.
Yeah.
Cause I got more in store. You bringing them back? Just jazz. You bringing them back?
No.
Yeah, the ASAP Rocky thing was on the news in Cleveland. Atlanta was on the news in Cleveland. Something about some type of
The money.
The truck.
The only truck with the
And
money.
they think people gonna return.
And,
They stole the whole truck.
No, the door is
The
open
door
and
opened
money
on the
came
armored
out.
truck and $175,000.
Oh, yeah.
And folks pulling over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good Samaritans do
Yes,
what
sir.
they supposed to do.
Yes, sir.
YM Jello.
Nelly?
I don't know.
Who did what?
YM Jello or something like that.
No, I think you're trying to talk about he in jail for murder.
Yeah, he was small. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what you're talking about.
He was smiling.
Who is this?
He killed 2 people. 2.
Oh, this the boy that who killed.
His
He,
rappers, his boys.
he killed his 2 boys and then he rapped about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he just wanted to get caught.
You know,
He
I
got-
don't
he got
understand why
some-
people
listen,
do
he got
that.
some-
You know, that's what happened to Bobby Shmurda. He did the same thing. Man. I was just like,
Yeah, but this
wasn't he
boy
a
got
perfect
some.
example?
Like, so we ain't learned from the Shmurda dance that you just don't tell. Don't like you can do it, but don't tell about it.
It ain't, you know, common sense not that
Well, like
common.
6ix9ine, he
Ready?
they robbing somebody and he take
Yeah.
put on.
Ready?
Welcome black, welcome black, welcome black, welcome black. The barbershop talking around the mix with your boy Rick Kane.
And the lovely Starlight.
Will Saint is not in the building with us, but we got Just Jazz in the building who's with us for the last time. This time will be for the last time. This time, when she will come back, hopefully she got a uniform and make y'all all stand. Attention!
Yay.
You still snap to it.
You see, yeah, did you see it?
He's sore.
Perfect,
He's sore. He's sore right now.
Hey, perfect fun.
Everything popped while you was getting up, but you still snap
He's sore.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She finna go and become part of and get her GI on. But when we left, you asking, we was talking about ASAP Rocky.
So if you guys remember, like a couple of years ago, I don't know who was killed at the time, but you know when Black Lives Matter, that whole movement kind of started.
Ferguson.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he was specifically talking about. I don't remember the person who died around that time,
to
but
it.
some.
Brown, what?
Yeah, it was the Ferguson
But
thing.
I think his was a little closer to the Tamir.
No. But when she talk, I know what she talking about. ASAP Rocky, he tweeted.
He had an interview,
Yes.
and so the person asked, "Do you ever feel like you're being forced to address these issues?" And he was like, "Well, we can't cuss, so they're not forcing me to do this crap. I'm just gonna stay black and die. Why? Because I'm black. So every time something happens because I'm black, I gotta stand up. What the F am I? Al Sharpton now. I'm ASAP Rocky. I did not sign up to become no political activist. I want to talk about my MF leave, my best friend dying, the girls that come in and out of my life, the jiggy fashion that I wear, my new inspiration in drugs. I don't want to talk about no effing drugs. I don't want to talk about no effing Ferguson and stuff because I don't live there. I live in effing Soho in Beverly Hills. I can't relate. I'm in the studio. I'm in these fashion studios. I'm in these drawers. I'm not doing anything outside of that. That's my life."
I remember that. I remember that. I remember him saying that.
Yeah.
It was at a.
Talk on the mic. Talk on the mic. Talk on the mic.
It was at a. Was it at an award show? He on the carpet.
I
You
can't
said
remember
that too. You
I
said
can't-
that to a lady.
But I know. But the thing is, folks are trying to say now that he's in jail.
Now he's supposed to feel bad?
Should we support him being in jail because of this statement that
Yes.
he made 2 years ago?
Yes.
He can always come back
But-
home.
Yes.
Yeah, you
But my
still
whole thing
support
is,
him. You still
it's not-
support him.
It's not even about this, but my whole thing is jumping on the whole free anybody situation. If you go to jail for something you actually do, why do I now need to jump on the bandwagon of free anybody? Like, even if he could have never made this tweet, didn't matter. He actually did the crime they put him away for. So why am I
So
supposed
if
to
you're
now
being
jump
harassed,
on-
so because I mean these kids are clearly
Everybody.
harassing.
Yes.
He's asked them nicely, hey, back up. But leave me alone. Let me be. I'm just.
But he was in a place that unfortunately does not have a self-defense situation. So
I
in
believe
that
if it had happened here,
Yeah,
he'd still be in
he'd
jail.
still be
Yeah,
locked
he'd still
up.
be locked up.
Did they put his hands on it?
They didn't touch him.
Yeah,
He put his hands on them.
yes,
Yes.
He did it. He wrong.
exactly. It's like it's a sad situation, but also what I look at it as, immediately everybody was like, "Oh, they're trying to hound Sweden." Americans have to remember, and especially minority Americans have to remember, you step off this soil, you just the person that did right or wrong. They don't care who you are. They don't. I mean, of course, the people harassing them knew who he was, and that's why they were pushing him. But once you get to their legal system, They don't care. They just
Well,
like,
the
okay,
legal
you gonna
system
I
say
think
you're
I think
wrong.
they use it as leverage.
Yeah, they definitely
No,
using it.
yeah, once you get in there, they do. But it's like, as far as putting you away for doing, like, no.
They knew who you were. But actually, the legals, because he was allowed to actually go do his performance, and then before they locked him up.
But we do the same thing here, people.
So
If we want to lock them up, we'll still let them do what they need to do. But they coming with us at the end.
so those people, cause now
You talking on mic?
now this stuff is registered. So those people that's canceling shows, they don't want to go to Sweden because this guy's locked up for something that he actually did.
Mhm.
They fools.
What did they trying to say? Because he's this inhumane treatment that he's getting.
Has he came out and said he getting treated bad?
Sweden
Has
the best
his
jail
people
system
came
in
out?
the world.
Has
Yes,
his
his people. No. Some of his people. Yes.
ASAP Ferg and all them, yeah, the people
Yes.
who he rocked with,
Yes.
they like
They have
that.
came
As
out and
soon
said
as
that he-
possible,
yes.
people.
Yes. His publicists and all have came out and made
That
statements.
whole ASAP
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's
yes. Yes.
but the thing is that when they originally came out and said it was within like that 24 to 48 hours that he had been locked up. And their system is the type of system that within that first few hours that you are locked up, it is the worst thing you will go through. However, if you're a person that happens to stay there a little bit longer, they start to give you back some more humane rights and some more of your human rights. And they start to treat you a little bit better based on how long you have to sit in their facility.
I still think they're trying to make an example out of
They
it.
gonna make an example.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they need
Well, my
not his
interpretation
specific, they need
of
to.
his interview, and it is my interpretation is the interview. The words that he stated was, if he's from the hood, he made it to Soho and Beverly Hills, he's out of touch now. Because if you think of the forefathers, as far as like the athletes who gave back in the day,
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and etc., who still came back for black rights, civil rights.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like they started, I ain't gonna say in the hood, but you know how it was back then.
Yeah.
And they made it, and they came back.
Yeah, they reached
His
down.
statement was, I'm in Soho and Beverly Hills, so
Yeah.
that has nothing to do with me.
So, but should we not support? Should people not support him because of that statement?
No, you still support the brother because you're human. See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
If you turn a blind eye to this brother, that means, and we had this conversation off, Mike, humans have to learn how to be humans again.
Yes, sir.
This social media has
Dehumanized.
exactly
Desensitized.
Like one example where one lady was drowning and she got her hand up. She's
Well,
actually
recording.
drowning, but you got people recording
Yeah.
this lady. I don't care if she was Chinese, white, whatever race she was. You have to still be human
Yes.
in today's
Like, I
society.
can't even
Yes.
swim, but I'm at least try to help.
Right.
At least if you get your phone out, somebody call 911, the lifeguard.
But no, I mean, but that's our world. That's the world we
It
live in.
connects us to
People
have
doing
us so
things-
disconnected.
Yeah, people doing things for likes. Like you can't even blame it on the millennials because the guy who was eating ice cream, putting it back in the cooler at the grocery store,
Yes,
he
sir.
was 36 years old.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
the one with the mouthwash.
Doing
he was
stuff for
old.
likes.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's why we made sure that
Yes.
these ice cream had rubbers on them.
And they came in a sealed
Yes,
bag.
sir. Yes, sir.
I was prepared.
Make sure they
I
had
was
prophylactics
prepared.
on because all this unprotected ice cream, man. These folks sick, man.
Yeah, it's just like.
I mean, how do you? What gives you the think? I'm gonna go in here, open this up, lick it, and put
It's
it back.
literally, let me see what I can do to be viral. It's literally that.
Yeah.
It's
They're
literally
doing it
that.
for likes.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Wow.
Yeah, we
Literally.
had the whole, what was it, the Set Yourself on Fire challenge. That
You
came
was-
out-
it's
that
been
came
challenges
after
since I was
Plank,
like
that came and then.
8th grade. So when I was like in 8th grade, I think it was the cinnamon challenge. That's where you put the cinnamon in
That's
your.
had
Oh
to
yeah,
be
before
dope.
that was the
One around that kick
saltine.
bottle challenge. That kick
Then people was
bottle.
burning themselves
yeah.
with the ice and the is it
Yeah.
salt?
Yeah.
Then what was another one? I don't know, but it's always a challenge.
Yeah. Oh yeah, now you're kicking
Goes
bottle
back
tops
to
off. It's just too
following.
much.
See, I'm one of the few
Uh-huh.
that don't do those type of things. So
So you're not a follower.
I just don't see the point in it.
she's a watcher of the fools
I just
that
look
are
at people
following.
and I kiki and then I keep
But
it
yeah,
moving.
she's like, I'm not about that. I'm not about that life.
I don't understand.
But okay, my question: what should happen to these folks who get?
I mean, the girl with the whole ice cream situation, she was facing 20 years, but since she's a minor,
Yeah.
they're saying they're gonna send her to juvie or whatever. I don't know.
It's probably just gonna come down to community service and possibly probation. But I think
But does,
for her,
does
I
that
think she
deter?
got scared. I think they were able to scare her enough to realize, okay, this ain't what I need to be doing. These other folk who are grown,
Be like,
some
you
retribution needs to be done. Like, this is ridiculous.
And then the fact that you did it after she did
Exactly.
it.
And you knew they were coming for people.
Right.
Like, so you just want to get caught.
So why don't, my question is then, why are we not making an example out of these people? This is somebody who needs to be made an example of, because this is clearly, saliva is one of the most nastiest things that you have.
Yep.
Saliva. So you licking something, putting it back, somebody come get that, say you got AIDS.
Supposedly she had the flu or something.
Yeah, she was sick or
Right.
something. And, it's just
And
like,
now you're passing this on to somebody.
yeah. And God forbid it reaches one of these non-vaccinated people, and then they go spread it on a plane and give it to everybody. It's just like, that is too much.
Or how about an elderly person who's
I know, they just want some ice cream, and now you done kill grandma. Like, that's
whose
ridiculous.
immune system is not as good as it used to be. So what do you do then? I think
Secondary manslaughter.
I
Or
want to make an
attempted-
example out of it.
Attempted manslaughter.
I mean, I think that's why they was trying to give her 20 years because they're saying you're tampering with food.
I think they should take her tongue,
Oh.
put it right here.
That's not what I was
We
thinking.
going
Right there
back
live.
all the way to capital punishment. Okay.
That's not what I was
Okay,
thinking.
we going all the way back.
Same thing I think they need to do with pedophiles,
I
huh?
bet it won't be no crime. Then anything
But I
Thank
mean,
you.
but it does
cut
work.
off.
It does work in the places that do it for stealing. You
Man.
get caught stealing, you
You cut your hand off.
You can only steal twice. You only got twice.
And
Why it pays to behave.
you know,
Man, following directions does help.
I mean, it's some fun in not following directions sometimes.
Yeah, but
I
you
get
should
it.
do the stuff that won't maybe
But-
cost you your
but when
life.
you
Right,
doing
you
stuff-
in your privacy. Don't do, I don't know.
But when you're doing stuff that's going to harm someone else, because this
Exactly.
clearly can harm someone else,
It can.
you have to do something too.
Yeah.
I mean, and stop showing that it's all over social whatever.
And that's the thing that gets me. It's one thing for people to film it.
And then
It's the people that keep sharing the video and want to fuss and complain about the fact that these videos are going viral. If you just see it and scroll past it, yes, either
Mute
like,
it.
you
It's
can
a
scroll
button.
past, you can mute it, you can
that's
record it,
That's
you can do
Facebook's
all
whole
of
issue.
these things.
Yes, people are coming to Facebook and they're mad about it and stuff like that. But I'm like, that's the purpose of the flag button and all that. You're sitting up here Googling to look at it, so you want to see
like,
it, so don't
no,
complain.
stop. Like, cause trust, once it hit, the news was gonna keep reporting about it. So you didn't need to go looking for this stuff. You didn't need to keep sharing the video every
Right.
time it came up. Cause like, yeah, now you're part of the
That's
problem.
somebody's job. Like, you flag it so many times, somebody gonna take it down.
Yeah, and now the fact that what was it, the new update, if you mess around and shake your phone too much while you're watching something, it immediately comes up saying, do you want to report this? And you had to turn that feature off. Because a lot of people were inadvertently reporting their friends, and so now their friends are in quote unquote Facebook jail and can't post or comment for nothing. But now you got videos like these just getting shared all willy nilly.
No, on Instagram, if you like too many posts, like within so many minutes,
Yeah.
they your page gets like blocked or temporarily blocked or whatever.
Yeah,
It happened to me.
Yeah, it slows. It was supposed to. It was put in place to stop people that were like internet stalking, or like they were catching people that were going back through people's full timelines and just liking everything.
But
So they would just slow your page down for a minute.
But ain't that what it's supposed to be for?
Yeah, but they were just like, okay, it was getting a little harassing, and so they were like, all right.
Oh, this is harassment. I mean,
It is,
that's all.
but they were
and that's-
they were
Making it
trying
private
to
public.
they were trying
Yeah.
to figure out a way to kind of, if it could be policed on
I mean,
their
it was
end.
that, and then it was like, quote unquote, hate crimes and hate speech and stuff like that. They brought it into play too. Because, like, say
Yeah.
if I like something funny on Instagram. It may not be funny to everybody else. That's offensive. So that's why they put that into the
Yeah.
yeah.
And I get, okay, now that I get. I mean, the whole, now, I guess, and this goes into the conversation of when they censor or put Louis Farrakhan off, Mr. Louis Farrakhan, and what's the two white guys' name? But they put them off Facebook because of their hate speech. Okay, I get it. I understand it because all of a sudden now Facebook wants to police the mess,
Yeah, they're
trying to clean up the mess they created.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. But these things where these people are out here licking this stuff just to get likes. They doing this.
Yeah, like why are you allowing that video to be posted in the first place?
Yes. You mean to tell me that when these people post these videos, when they go to post them, and they doing all this spinning to get it to go through, you mean to tell me that there's nobody that can look at that? Why is Buffalo
There is somebody who does that, but it's not like it's
They don't
like
have that one
It's
running.
like with somebody when it gets a whole bunch of like flags and stuff. That's like when it's like, all right, let's take this down.
But the fact that you have the option when people create, I mean, those are jobs you be like, yeah, I can see.
Because
somebody
like
getting rid of
actually,
that.
it was a story on it. Some of the people who do those jobs, they're traumatized because of the stuff
Yeah,
they
they
see.
be like, oh God, I can't.
Like it's like people like murdering puppies and
Yeah.
people like murdering their kids and stuff like that.
and,
it's like,
and those are the things you're thinking like.
they have to go through psychological
Why do
evaluation.
you even think that this was one okay to film, two okay to share out? Like,
Because
besides
this
the fact
is a
that
life
I get to
society,
stop it,
and-
but
what gets the most likes?
People like to see
Gruesome
stuff, right?
thing,
Yeah,
yes.
nobody wants to see like the
Yeah, don't nobody want to see nothing positive. Ain't nobody looking at the positive
the
stuff that's
negative
going on.
goes.
And that's what Cardi B said about when she addressed when she responded
Jermaine
to
Dupri,
Jermaine
she was
Dupri.
like, I put out my stuff, but
She
y'all
put
don't
out-
listen to
She
it.
put out the positive stuff.
it
People
don't
don't
get no
react
play.
to it.
It don't
Yeah.
get nothing.
She put out the not so positive stuff.
Yes, sir.
That's when she boom. That's when she blow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, and that is sad though, because it's like
Negative sales.
Oh,
America in
100%,
America,
it's been that way since
sex
we was America.
negative. That's why we love all the reality shows because that's the most absolute negative stuff in the world. We love all the gangster shows because they killing and robbing and hurting somebody. We love all that stuff. So I mean, that's that, and that was one of the things that surprised me with trying to get rid of the people that was doing all the hate, what they call hate. How are we policing this now? And that's what all of this is built off of.
Do Instagram do the same thing as far as like?
Well, they all owned by the same people.
Yeah, Instagram is
Instagram,
under
Facebook.
Facebook bought Instagram.
Yeah, so
Zuckerberg has all that now.
Well, I think Trump is pretty radical on some of the stuff he do. He hasn't been banned, has he?
oh, they
Well,
Trump actually runs his Twitter. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
He doesn't have like someone doing it for him.
you know he does.
But honestly,
He's so arrogant.
that was the one definite flaw that I knew if nothing else he was gonna keep from the Obama administration and his was the fact that he was gonna keep a hold of his.
Well,
own.
that's how he won his
And-
presidency.
and that's
based
what I'm
on
saying,
social
it's like-
media.
And that was the thing. He was like, that was the one thing I knew that if anything he was gonna definitely keep, he was gonna keep the ability to hold on to his personal stuff. And
Hey,
it's
man.
like,
It's about that time to get on up out of here.
no.
Your Highness, got one question for you.
Yes, sir.
Last night, before we went to sleep, Major Trade went down in the NBA.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you think so? Yes. So do you think with the addition of Russell Westbrook, and y'all ain't got but one ball on the court at one time,
There's gonna be 3 dudes standing around just standing.
Houston, Westbrook and Harden gonna be able to coexist?
In my opinion, it was never the players. When they do 12 quarter minutes, so out of 48 minutes, I'm gonna need D'Antoni to call at least 5 plays.
But that's not his system. His system is run and go. Run and go.
Plays.
There's gonna be 3 dudes standing in Houston jerseys just standing.
And you got 2 guys that's
Ball.
alpha male that all they want to do is bounce
Ball.
their air at the ball. So how's that gonna work?
And the last time they worked together was because Harden was coming off the bench.
So how's that gonna work?
It'll work.
Okay.
Jazz. We gonna miss you, guys.
Oh, I thought you would say I got the floors.
No, you ain't gotta clean the floor tonight. But we gonna miss you. Thank you for joining the family.
Yeah. Just remember, the kidney has an important space in the heart. What?
Okay, and like I say, man, just
Blame
keep,
your president.
Hey.
Blame your president.
just keep your head straight, man. Do what you do. That thing go by, so it gonna go by. Once it gets started, it gonna go by quick. Come on back and tell them what it is, man. We gonna miss you. Thank you for becoming part of our family.
She was like 4 or 5 when I first met her.
Hey,
That's your woman.
a grown woman. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it about that time y'all got to sweep the floors, clean the clippers. Wherever her daddy at, he got the bathroom. The shop is closed.
Yo,
And you got to clean the bathroom.
who gotta clean the bathroom?
You do. You got to clean the bathroom, bro.
You know, that's a job they have recruits do.
Uh-uh.
I don't bypass that. Hey, I remember when I put on that first Chevron.
Break.
Everybody
walked,
punched it.
yeah, but I walked down like this right here. And I said, my arm, they say you got a little dirt on your shoulder now. I'm like, yeah. My arm a little heavy.
Hey, boy, they beat. Woo.
Yeah, Rick, yours is Rick.
What'd you say?
It's yours is Rick.
I mean, I don't like it. It's my work bag.
Huh.
It's a work bag. I never turn
Oh,
that book
everything
in
is-
because I don't carry purses. So if you give me a book bag, I'm throwing 3 bags.
You don't carry your purse.